Great people all around. It's full once more in the house. I see all the benches are packed with your bottoms. We're happy to have your bottoms as our guests in the hall. Your bottoms are great. They are some of the greatest bottoms that I've ever known to be seated on benches anywhere. So here's to you. And happy Mother's Day also. Happy Mother's Day! Yay! But that's not all, because we have one mother of a guest coming on here. Well, you know him. Vous le connaissez déjà. I will jump in between you for all the questions. Je vous laisse poser les questions comme vous voulez. Mais d'abord, il faut lui applaudir parce que c'est ce qu'on fait ici. Les gens arrivent ici et on nous les applaudisse. So that's what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, Ross Marquand! Gijs.
Bonjour. Bonjour. So you're talking about bottoms, the derrieres?
The derrieres, yes.
Derrieres.
There are many of them. There are
many derrieres. You sounded like Donald Trump a second. You're like, you get the greatest bottoms, the most wonderful derrieres.
Yes. I'm
really
sorry.
Terrific.
Sorry about the hellhole comments.
That was crazy. I still can't believe that. That's nuts.
It's what he said.
Wow.
Specifically about Brussels, though.
That's so crazy. This is not a hellhole, is it? I love this city, so why would he say that?
But they weren't all here yesterday.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Do you want to fill them in?
Oh, spoilers.
Please tell them what we were talking about.
We were talking about The Walking Dead, and no, you were doing voices.
Oh yes, I was doing voices.
He did
hearing voices.
Il a fait des impressions. C'est des impressions, des imitations, des imitations, des imitations.
Oui.
Yeah. Entre autres de Donald Trump. Et il disait, avec la voix de Donald, il disait, c'est le meilleur pays, Belgique, c'est génial. Et puis je lui ai expliqué que Donald Trump, en fait, il a déclaré que Bruxelles c'est un hellhole, un trou d'enfer. Il ne savait pas. He was not aware.
I had no idea.
Well, it's okay. He can say what he wants, and we say what we want.
Of course.
Kind of.
That's freedom.
Yay! And nowhere is freer than here at Comic-Con Brussels 2024. See how we keep mentioning the brand name here.
Yeah, good.
Well, so they're going to ask questions.
Oh, yes, please. Yeah.
Yes, so I'm going to jump again. Whee! Here we go. Like a ballet dancer. Donc si vous avez des questions, vous levez la main. If you have a question.
Oh.
They're immediately already. Hello.
Hello. I love your shirt. Thank you. Loki. Yeah. Oh, dude. Thank you. What kind of beer is this again? Jubilant. It's very good. Merci beaucoup. Merci. Yeah. Thanks. Oh yeah. Nice. I can get some more of that before I head back. Jubilant. Jupitel. Jubilant. Nice. Okay, cool. Merci. Merci beaucoup. Wow. Sorry, you had a question. Sorry, I'm like.
Oh, it's okay.
Having a
It's
beer,
okay.
yeah.
In The Walking Dead, which is your favorite character about Awan?
I know this may sound controversial, but I really loved Abraham. I think Abraham was the most consistent fighter. I think he was the bravest, and I think he always knew the right thing to do. Sometimes Rick, I love Rick as well, but Rick got us into a lot of trouble, unnecessary trouble. So I would say Abraham, with his military experience and just as a good leader and as a good person, Abraham is probably my all-time favorite character. Yeah. Yes.
Personnage favori, Abraham, parce qu'il est le plus courageux. Rick, il était aussi très courageux, mais il a causé aussi beaucoup de problèmes. Donc, en général, Abraham. There we go.
Is that then the saddest part of The Walking Dead when Abraham?
Yeah, I think when Glenn and Abraham got their heads bashed in, I don't think it gets much more sad than that. It's a strange thing to see your friends with that kind of makeup, because they do such a good job of making it look realistic that you look at your friends with their heads caved in, and it actually makes you very sad. It makes you feel bad for them, even though I'm sure obviously they're fine. It just looks horrible. and you're actually imagining your best friend, get killed. So it was tough. That was the hardest episode we ever had to shoot, for sure. Yeah.
Ouais, donc la mort d'Abraham et de Glenn avec Negat, c'était l'épisode le plus dur à filmer parce que le maquillage était si réalistique que même si on sait qu'ils vont bien, ça fait quand même un peu bizarre de voir la tête écrasée de ses amis. So you don't see that every day, your best friends.
No.
Let's not see it anytime.
Thankfully you don't.
Yeah, okay, let's not.
Je la fais en français. Est-ce que vous savez à l'avance qui va mourir, qui va disparaître de la série?
Did you know beforehand who would be dying and who would be surviving, or was it all hush-hush?
In that regard, we found out just after season 6 who was going to die. We didn't know. Obviously, Glenn and Abraham knew, but a lot of the cast didn't know. They wanted to keep it very secret. And once we found out, I was devastated because I love both of those guys. And yeah, we have said so many bad deaths on our show. Carl and Beth, and I mean Daryl. When Daryl died, that was very sad. You guys know about that, right? Oh, you didn't know about that? Oh God, did I spoil that? Oh yeah, Daryl died. So that was very sad.
But you don't know exactly when. So
yeah. But that was very sad too. But I don't know if you want to say it in French. Yeah.
Okay. Donc, lui, il n'était pas au courant. Glenn et Abraham, ils savaient bien parce que les producteurs voulaient garder ça un peu secret pour que les autres acteurs puissent jouer avec plus d'émotion. Donc c'était très triste quand ils l'ont découvert. Et puis il a révélé... il a dit en général des morts des autres caractères, ça fait toujours un peu mal au cœur, mais apparemment il y a quelqu'un qui va mourir encore que l'on ne sait pas. We don't know what's going to happen anytime soon. It's all a surprise. Haha, prank. They're all coming back. There's a Lazarus pit. Oh no, that's DC.
It was all a dream sequence.
It was all a dream.
Well, that's a popular theory that Rick's just going to wake up one day and it was all a dream. Be interesting.
Maybe it's in the St. Elmo's Fire verse. No, that's not St. Elmo's. No, it's another series where the boy wakes up. It's not St. Elmo's. There's another like a theory where the one of the characters wakes up in a hospital and there's like a snow globe which has a building from another series in the 80s at the time. So there's this theory that all sitcoms and all series of the 80s all happened in the head of this one boy. But it's not St. Elmo's, it's another one. I'll figure it out. Yay! Oui, woo.
Bonjour.
Bonjour Ross, j'ai une question en français. Si vraiment on vivait dans The Walking Dead, est-ce que tu serais fidèle à ton personnage, donc solidaire, entraide, ou ce serait la guerre des clans?
If you would live in a Walking Dead situation, would you be like your character? Would you be true to Aaron and the way he thinks, or would you just go like, no, it's a battle of the fittest?
I'd like to think that I would be very much like Aaron because I think he's a good guy and I think he's a great leader and very diplomatique. But who knows? I mean, I might go crazy. Here's the thing. The reason why I love the Whisperers so much is because I think that's how a lot of people would react in this situation. If you saw reanimated corpses walking around, the human brain couldn't handle that. I don't think we would look at that and be like, oh, that's fine. We would probably go crazy. And I think all of us, if we were faced with an apocalyptic situation, we might go a little off the rails. So I would love to think that I would be a good guy, but we might all go crazy and just start killing each other. I have no idea. Yeah.
Donc il aimerait bien être un peu comme Aaron, diplomatique, mais probablement si on voit vraiment des corps, des gens qui sont décédés, rebouger de nouveau, ça nous rend un peu fou à tout le monde, donc c'est très dur à dire comment on va réagir en ce moment-là. Mais pour le moment, on aimerait bien être le diplomatique dans l'histoire, en réalité. Because obviously there are no zombies in real life, I think, until there are.
Yeah. Probably in Florida. Yeah.
It's hot.
Pigeon. Is that you say pigeon?
Yeah.
I speak French.
Yeah.
Bonjour.
Hello. So what was your reaction when the directors told you that you needed to walk around with one hand the rest of the seasons?
Well, that's interesting. They didn't just tell me right away. They asked me if I would be okay with it because originally Rick is supposed to lose his arm in the show. In the comics, he loses his arm, and then in retaliation. So you remember in the show, Daryl punches Negan. In the original script, Rick was supposed to punch Negan after Abraham got killed. So the retaliation was supposed to be that Rick was going to lose his arm. And then Andy said, you know, I'm going to be on the show for maybe another season or two because he had already decided he was going to be with his family more. He had 2 young children. He wanted to be with his family more. And they said, well, we can do this, but you'll have to wear a green sock around your arm for the rest of the show. And he thought, well, I don't really want to do that because the CGI and everything was going to be very complicated. So then they were going to give it to Daryl. They were going to cut Daryl's arm off. And then Norman said, well, how can I ride my motorcycle then, you know? So they said, well, we'll make an apparatus like they had in the comics that looked like this, that could fit around the motorcycle handlebar and he could still rev it. And he could also draw back his crossbow with this. But then AMC, the producers, they said, this is an insurance nightmare. We already hate the fact that one of our main actors is on a motorcycle all the time. So they said, no, you're not gonna do it on a motorcycle. And then the next year, they came to me and they said, how would you like to have your arm cut off? And I said, yes, I like this idea. So I love it because, I mean, it's a pain in the ass to wear that thing. It's very tight in the mace. You have to squeeze your fingers up like this to make it fit in there. And I have to put like lotion on to make it go in there. But once it's on and everything, it looks awesome. I mean, it's a great killing machine, and yeah, I like it. Sorry, that's a lot of words to translate in French, I apologize.
Non, it's fine, it's fine. Donc d'origine, c'était Rick qui allait perdre son bras. So with the male, female, sometimes I guess, we don't know. Son bras, comme dans les comics. Mais comme l'acteur, il allait arrêter dans la série, en tout cas, il voulait rejoindre sa famille beaucoup plus parce qu'il avait 2 petits-enfants. Les réalisateurs avaient décidé de choisir Daryl, qui disait comment vais-je conduire sur mon moto, mais ils allaient faire des griffes comme ça pour bouger, et puis les producteurs, les chefs du studio, ils ont dit non, c'est trop dangereux pour les assurances et tout, déjà c'est ennuyeux qu'il est tout le temps sur un moto, on va faire quelqu'un d'autre, et ils l'ont demandé Aaron, et Aaron il a dit you said yes. Il a dit oui, et c'est très dur, c'est très bête de porter, il faut vraiment garder ses doigts, tout comme ça, mais il aime bien. He thought it was a good idea. All the good ideas all the time.
First of all, we grew up with X-Men and so excited about the show, waiting for the season finale. Is it too late? Was Professor too late? Can you give us some anecdotes? How was it? You know, you filmed season 2.
I will get in so much trouble with Marvel and Disney if I say anything. But first of all, Thrawn, nice. Negan, get out of here. So you say, get out of here. Get out of here. You look just like him. That's amazing. Like you look just like Jeffrey. That's fantastic. Yeah. Get him, Michonne. Yeah. Nice. That's awesome. That's like spot on. You look just like him. But I would just say this. If you read the comics, I don't know if you're a big fan of the comics, but you know what happens soon after this particular, and I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it yet, but something very bad happens to one of our most beloved characters in the last episode, and Magneto is a son of a bitch, as always, but bring some tissues, because the next episode is going to be very dark. I mean, as if episode 5 wasn't dark enough, the finale is like, it's insane. It's just insane. So you'll see. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Michel.
Hello again. I think you know me well now. So my question is very, very simple.
Okay.
Would you like to taste a beer that you haven't tasted yet in your life?
Yeah?
Okay, that's great because I've just found a gift on the road on my way this morning. Maybe I can give it to you.
Yeah. What kind of beer?
It's a Belgian beer.
Yeah.
And actually, the creator of this beer comes from the village where I grew up for about 25 years.
I thought that was a bottle.
So it's a white beer, what do you say? Bière blanche.
Bière blanche.
Bière blanche dans le jargon francophone.
May I open it right now?
Yes, sure.
Can you open it with your sword? No. This is great. Hopsidon, like Poseidon, but with hops. That's merci beaucoup. So, la déferlante? La déferlante? What is it?
Déferlante.
Okay, nice. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. We will have this later at my table, yes? Or, yeah, okay. I would like to, yeah, please speak. And we'll share some if you'd like. Yeah, cool. Thank you, man. Merci beaucoup. Thank you, bud. Thank you. That's great. Awesome. I will be happy. I've had so much great beer since I've been here. This is wonderful. Yeah, to the Jubilee and this right here. So yeah, thank you. Whew, I'm getting spoiled. Thank you. Yeah.
And no spoilers about the X-Men. So
yes, no, but it's amazing. You're gonna love it. So,
quelque chose pour les yeux parce que ça sera très triste le final de la série. And donc comme ça vous êtes avertis. C'est génial et il faut voir.
So you cannot tell us any spoilers or anything that's upcoming. So instead, if you can rewind, and if you can tell us what was the process to get the role and what was the behind the scenes before production.
For X-Men?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. God, that was about 2 years ago, I think. So I don't remember exactly how many times I auditioned, but I auditioned for Magneto and for Xavier. And I grew up with the original X-Men series. Like, that was my favorite show as a kid, and it's the reason why I wanted to become an actor, quite literally. So I already had in my head what all these characters sounded like, you know. The original Magneto had this very Ricardo Montalban voice, you know, sort of booming. And then Xavier had this nasally sort of intonation, you know, and I kind of already had it in there. So I just did it. I watched the original series a few more times, and I auditioned, I think, 2 days after that, and within, I think, like a week, they called me and said, "You're gonna be Xavier," and I was like, I freaked out. I mean, that was, next to Red Skull, probably the most exciting job I've ever gotten in my life, because that was my childhood. Marvel, and still is a big passion of mine, so getting a chance to work in the Marvel universe is the most amazing thing, especially as a few different characters. So yeah, that was one of the best days of my life when I got that call. Yeah. Thank you.
Il est depuis toujours grand fan de Marvel et il a vu tous les dessins animés X-Men aussi dans sa jeunesse. Donc de pouvoir faire des auditions pour la nouvelle série, c'était un grand honneur pour lui, c'était très excitant. Il a fait les auditions pour Magneto et pour Professeur Xavier. Et enfin, on lui a demandé de faire Professeur Xavier. Il est très heureux. You are really happy.
Yes, oui.
Yeah, très heureux.
Yeah, oui.
Oh, that's the question you had.
What's the first thing that you said, yeah, I want to be an actor?
Oh yeah, this show. I mean, honestly, the original X-Men, I said this yesterday, but Wolverine in that show, the performance that Cal Dodd did had so much emotion and complexity. As a young boy, I got picked on a lot. I had acne and braces and glasses, and I was very skinny, and I got picked on a lot. And the pain that he was able to portray every single week, I identified with that as a boy who was picked on, and I thought, if I can do something like that one day, I'll be happy, you know? And that's, ironically, 30 years later, it's kind of a, you know, I'm dating myself, obviously, I'm a little older now, but, you know, it took 30 years, but I got there, you know? So, yeah.
C'est vraiment la série X-Men qui a fait qu'il a voulu être acteur, surtout Wolverine, qui était bien fort et qui savait bien se défendre. Entre-temps, lui, à l'école, il était très mince, les autres enfants étaient méchants contre lui, lui embêtait, ça se dit? Oui, lui embêtait beaucoup, et il s'est toujours dit, si un jour je peux être comme Wolverine, j'ai ce que j'aimerais être. Voilà. Et 30 ans plus tard, il est professeur X. There we go. More questions. En français, no problem.
Bonjour. Merci déjà d'être à Bruxelles et d'être si gentil avec tous les fans, parce que vous passez vraiment beaucoup de temps et vous êtes attentionnés, donc c'est vraiment cool. Et ma question c'est, vous aimez beaucoup la bière belge, mais est-ce qu'un jour vous viendrez en France, chez moi, goûter la bière française?
So first off, thank you for being here, and thank you for being so kind to all of the fans and really taking your time to connect with them. So that she really appreciates it. So that, and then, well, you seem to like the Belgian beers, and she says, when, if ever, are you coming to France? Because they have great beers as well.
Well, I'll be in France tonight. I'll be in Paris this evening. What should I have? What kind of beer should I have?
I'm coming from Lille, and we have Ch'ti, Goudal, and Anostake, 3 blonde beer, so you can...
So she's from the north of the city, one really in the north, and which, if you ask me, it's just Belgium in another country, but okay, yeah, that's okay.
You're gonna get in trouble for that one.
No, not at all, no. Belgium is bigger than its borders. It's not really a country either.
It's a state of mind.
It's a territory in between countries with egos. That's generally how I think about it. But so they said there's, I don't know if you will find it in Paris, but she said, Ch'ti, Goudal, Alstike. Yeah, Ch'ti, Goudal, and Alstike. I don't, maybe in Paris they're kind of... They're a bit snobby in Paris.
Well, true.
So they might say, no, we don't take of those French people who are almost Belgian. No, but they're French, but still.
I see.
You don't know. It's a very proud city, Lille.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's a big one.
Paris.
Yeah. Lille. Ooh, there. I'm gonna run over some people here. Excuse me, questions coming through. Questions, here, oh yeah, ooh.
Hello.
Hello.
I just wanted to check if you maybe watched any of the Walking Dead spin-offs, and what did you think about it?
I don't, someone asked me this question, I don't have cable, so I know a lot of people out here, they don't have it in Europe for some reason, except for the Daryl Dixon, I guess. In France, I guess they have this, but the rest of the spin-offs are not available in Europe, which is insane to me. So I don't have cable either, so until it gets on Netflix, or you guys have it on Disney Plus, I guess, out here. Unless it's on the streaming service, I can't watch it. So I haven't had it. Is it good? Are they good? They're good? Nice. What was your favorite?
Definitely Rick and Michonne.
Michonne, nice.
Donc il n'a pas vu les autres séries, les spin-offs, parce qu'il n'a pas de télévision à câble. Juste l'internet. You only have internet, that's what you have. Et jusqu'à ce que les séries apparaissent sur les streamings, sur les plateformes, il ne sait pas dire quelle des autres séries il aime bien.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Est-ce qu'on peut espérer une saison 12, vu qu'apparemment la fin est assez triste?
Can we expect a season 12? Because the ending is very sad.
I don't think there's going to be a season 12 because that show is done. But there's a very good chance they're having another show that's like a different, it's like a hybrid of all of the worlds brought together. I heard rumors about this. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but there's talk of bringing a lot of the spin-offs back together at some point, maybe for a movie. But your guess is as good as mine. They haven't told me much, so yeah. Well, I don't know in French.
Well, I don't know in French. No, I do know in French. I try in French. Donc, pas de saison 12, mais il y a des idées d'un peu réincorporer plusieurs spin-offs dans un projet, mais il n'y a rien de très définitif dans ce sens-là. Lui, il n'a aucune idée. In the back, they making me run. Rah.
First off, thank you for being in Belgium. You're amazing.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
My question is, are you gonna get a spin-off show?
So again, I don't know, but there's talk. They're talking around doing one with me, maybe Father Gabriel, Ezekiel, Jerry, Lydia, some of the characters that are still there. but haven't gotten their own spin-off, which I think would be awesome. Actually, Jerry Cooper is writing an amazing concept for a spin-off. So, knock on wood, it happens. We'll see, but I don't know. Yeah.
If we all like send emails to the studio.
If we all cross our fingers and wish.
No, we send mails to the studio or real letters with handwritten.
Yes, that might work. That might work. Or just have Negan go there and say, "Hey, we're gonna smash your head in."
How you like your knees?
Yeah, exactly. Oh hell yeah! Do you do a Negan impression? Imitation?
Vous faites une imitation de Negan?
No?
Only for today.
But can we see the lean? Oh hell yeah! Yeah, nice. It's perfect. Parfait. That's good.
Hey, so I'd never seen The Walking Dead, but then my girlfriend was like, "Oh, we came yesterday, so I want to go see Ross Marquand," and I kind of googled your name, and I was like, "Oh, okay, so I know you from Invincible, and we've been watching X-Men '97 together," and I thought, "Holy shit, this guy can do it all," because to me, the kind of acting and the voice acting, they seem like completely different skills. So I guess my question is like, was there a moment where you were like, okay, I want to try this other one, or did you always know you were going to do both?
Well, it's fun. Thank you for that question. I started doing mostly voiceover. Long time I was only doing voiceover work, and wasn't making a whole lot of money from it, and I was very, very poor. I had about $120,000 of debt when I got The Walking Dead. Thank God, because I decided to give up acting after that. About 6 weeks before I got the audition for The Walking Dead, I decided to give up acting for good, because I was so broke and I was so poor that I thought it was never going to happen for me. But after getting on the show, it opened up a lot of doors, and obviously getting Avengers and Invincible. Robert Kirkman, who did Invincible and Walking Dead, obviously, has been such a lovely supporter of mine, and he just keeps throwing more and more roles. I think I do about 12 different roles on Invincible now, which is great, and I love doing it, and I love doing the X-Men stuff, I love doing Avengers. For me, I like doing voiceover a little bit more because I can play way more characters. When you audition for something, they're looking at you when you're going for a TV or a film job. But with voiceover, they're just hearing you. So you can sound like whatever you need to sound like. You can stretch your voice so much more. But if I walk into a room, they're just gonna see this guy, And if I'm too tall or too short or too skinny or whatever it is, they're not gonna cast me for something. Versus with voiceover, I could look however I want to. I could be wearing my pajamas. And I have worn my pajamas. Like in Ultron, I was wearing my boxer shorts because it was so hot in my recording booth. So like imagine in What If during the pandemic we were filming that. It was so freaking hot. I had to turn off the camera. I said, I don't want you guys to see me like this. I'm sweating like crazy. I'm wearing my boxer shorts, but I'm doing the Ultron for What If in this hot room, and you wouldn't know it because it's all just recorded in the voice. So I think there's much more freedom in voiceover for me. Yeah. So, it's a long-winded answer. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry.
Il a commencé de travailler avec la voix avant qu'il venait vraiment devant la caméra. Mais en fait, il allait arrêter à jouer, à essayer de devenir acteur parce qu'il était si pauvre, il avait plus de 120 000 $ en dette. Il s'est dit, bon, je dois arrêter, je dois trouver quelque chose d'autre. Et là, l'opportunité de Walking Dead est venue et ça lui a sauvé. Et puis, il aime beaucoup plus, en fait, il y a beaucoup plus de liberté de faire de jouer avec la voix, parce qu'en voix, on peut jouer plusieurs personnages aussi. Et si on fait des auditions avec la voix, on ne regarde pas si on est grand, petit, les cheveux rouges ou n'importe quoi, comme si on serait devant la caméra. Mais c'est juste, est-ce que la voix est bonne, est-ce qu'on est assez flexible? Donc il y a beaucoup plus d'espace de jouer avec la voix que simplement dans une série télévision. And the final question.
Okay, so in The Walking Dead, they almost never give last names to characters. What do you think Aaron's last name would be?
It's really interesting. Someone came up to my, you came up to my table with the ID. No, you, with the ID, the identification. Yeah. No, you came up with.
Is it somebody came up
the
to
ID? So she bought this ID. What's that? Oh yeah, well, she bought an ID with Aaron, but they gave me a last name of Smith, which I don't know if that's ever established, but you know, it's kind of like one of the few characters that doesn't have a last name. I don't know why, but I don't think we ever established that on the show. I don't think it really matters, but yeah.
Maybe that's his family name as well. His parents called him Aaron.
That's probably what it is.
So no, we only say it once. A guy so great, we called him Aaron twice.
No, he's like Madonna. He doesn't need a last name. You know, he's good enough. Madonna or Beyonce. Yeah, same deal.
They need one name. Prince. Oh, we can go on like this. No, that's it.
Sting.
Oh, Sting. Yeah, of course. Magneto.
Yeah.
No, but he has a name.
Eric Lencher. Yeah. But yeah.
Xavier.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well.
Is Xavier and then?
Wait.
Just Xavier. Oh, that's his family name. Charles. Xavier is his family name. So, okay, Aaron.
Charles Xavier, yes.
Let's stick with Aaron then.
Aaron, yeah. Aaron. It's a good name. It's a really good name. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time here. Merci pour tous vos questions.
Merci.
Big round of applause. Ross Marquand!
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you for the wonderful beer. Thank you for your kindness, and yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. So, merci.
No, you can leave. Don't forget your beer.